down rumours of a royal comeback, with the King reportedly ruling out any suggestion of a part-time role for the Duke of Sussex. Our Europe correspondent Ben Downey reports.
There can be no half in, half out members of the royal family.
What if I told you some royals live in homes that cost less than your morning coffee, while others sleep inside palaces worth over $80 million? From shocking $1 cottages to mind-blowing estates with private islands, the gap is almost unbelievable. These aren't fairy tales. These are the real homes of kings, queens, princes, and princesses. The truth about how royals actually live will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about royalty.
While we don't know yet what shape that might take or when it might take place, Prince Harry has very publicly said he would love for his father to attend the Invictus Games when they come to Birmingham in 2027, and that's what many royal watchers are looking forward to.
At the very lowest end of the scale are the kinds of homes that show the humbler side of royalty. Not all royals live in castles. In fact, there are cases where members of royal families, especially those from junior branches or former ruling families, live in homes that could easily be mistaken for regular middle-class houses. These situations usually come about because of changing political landscapes, loss of official funding, or a conscious decision to live more privately. It may sound shocking to talk about a $1 royal residence, but in practice, that phrase reflects symbolic or token rents. In some cases, smaller royal properties are leased to family members for nominal amounts, so technically a prince or princess could live in a home that costs them next to nothing. A good example from recent British history is Frogmore Cottage in Windsor. This property is far from a palace. It was originally a group of smaller residences built for staff on the Windsor estate. Over time, it was combined and renovated into a single home. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lived there, the cottage attracted attention not because of its size, but because of its modesty compared with the grander royal residences. While the renovations carried out before they moved in were costly, the building itself has the character of a large country house rather than a palace. This kind of property shows that not all members of the royal family are surrounded by gilded ballrooms and miles of corridors. Another telling example is Highgrove House, bought for King Charles when he was still Prince of Wales. The house is a traditional Georgian country residence in Gloucestershire. It is elegant but not overwhelming. Highgrove is best known for its gardens, which Charles carefully designed and opened to the public. It is the kind of home where a royal can live more like a private citizen, while still maintaining a degree of grandeur and history. The value of such properties may be in the range of a few million, but compared with the multi-billion-pound Buckingham Palace, they remain modest. When you consider the wide spectrum of royal property, it helps to understand that different categories exist. Some are private homes, bought with personal money. Others are owned by institutions such as the Crown Estate or the Duchy of Cornwall. Then there are official residences held in trust for the nation, such as Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle. That means not every royal can simply sell the place they live in. Many of the smaller houses are tied to estates and cannot be separated. This is why some royals occupy homes that look more like comfortable country houses than priceless castles. Moving up the scale, Clarence House in London provides an example of a mid-tier residence. Built in the early 19th century, Clarence House has been home to many royals over the generations. Its estimated value today is in the tens of millions. Yet, despite its impressive price, it is not as massive or as grand as the official palace just down the road. Clarence House functions as a residence for the monarch and queen consort, while Buckingham Palace undergoes renovations. It has historical significance and elegance, but the building is closer in scale to a grand townhouse than to a palace. Kensington Palace offers another interesting case. It is widely known as the residence of the Prince and Princess of Wales, but it is not a single-family home. Instead, Kensington Palace is divided into multiple apartments. Some are large and impressive, but others are relatively modest by royal standards. The palace is also open to the public in certain sections, meaning it serves both as a museum and a residence. This mix of uses makes it unique. Some apartments inside Kensington have been valued at several £1 million, which sounds lavish, but again is not on the same level as the most expensive palaces in the world. Stepping outside Britain, other European royals also live in homes that fall into this middle category. In Scandinavia, for example, royal residences include city palaces and countryside estates that are worth several million but remain practical in size. These are not the sprawling complexes with hundreds of rooms. Instead, they often feel closer to luxury mansions that many wealthy business people or celebrities might own. They are valuable, historic, and secure, but they do not overwhelm with scale. The reason it is important to show this range is that the public often assumes all royal properties are worth vast fortunes. In reality, a large part of the royal housing portfolio is made up of homes that are valuable but not outrageous. For instance, there are farmhouses, hunting lodges, and modest villas maintained by royal families across Europe. Many of these are centuries old and hold heritage value rather than modern luxury. Their worth lies in history and location, not in gold-plated bathrooms or diamond-studded decorations. When you look at the total value of properties owned or managed by a monarchy such as the British Crown, the numbers are staggering. Estimates of the overall portfolio have run into tens of billions of dollars. However, this includes enormous estates, commercial properties, farmland, and heritage sites. The everyday homes of working royals are often just one piece of this larger picture. That is why some residences can feel surprisingly normal compared to the image of castles that people carry in their heads. For viewers, the contrast is the most striking part of this story. On one end, you might have a cottage occupied for a symbolic rent. On the other, you have a mansion or townhouse valued in the tens of millions. Both are technically royal homes, yet they are worlds apart in how they feel to live in. The scale of difference makes the next step, homes worth 80 million or more, even more shocking. It is only by seeing the humble side that you can truly appreciate the grandeur of the most lavish palaces. We have looked at the spectrum from the very modest, almost symbolic residences, up to mid-tier royal homes like Clarence House and Kensington Palace Apartments. We have noted how royal properties are divided between private, institutional, and official categories. We have seen examples that highlight how some royals live in surprisingly manageable homes, even while others command immense estates. We explore the properties that stretch the imagination, residences worth tens of millions, palaces with historic significance, and private estates that rival some of the world's most valuable real estate. At the very top end, we reach those record-breaking figures of around $80 million, showing just how vast the gap can be between ordinary homes and royal palaces. One of the most famous residences in the world is Buckingham Palace. While it is not usually bought or sold on the open market, experts have tried to estimate its value. Figures vary widely, but some analysts have suggested it could be worth well over $1 billion if it were ever put up for sale. Of course, that will never happen. Buckingham Palace is not a personal home that can be passed down or sold off. Instead, it is held in trust by the Crown Estate and is used for official duties, ceremonies, and as a symbol of the monarchy. With 775 rooms, including 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, and nearly 80 bathrooms, it is a vast structure. It is far beyond the category of an $80 million property, but mentioning it here helps set the scale. The palaces we will focus on in this video are slightly smaller and more personal, but they still represent the top tier of royal living. A more realistic figure comes from Balmoral Castle in Scotland. This estate has been one of the private residences of the British monarch since it was purchased by Queen Victoria and Prince Albert in 1852. Balmoral is not part of the Crown Estate, but is owned personally by the monarch. Estimates place its value at around $60 million, depending on the calculations. The castle sits within thousands of acres of land, including forests, gardens, farmland, and sporting estates. Balmoral is not just a building, but a full countryside retreat. It has been used by the royal family for generations as a summer holiday home and a place to escape official duties. Because it is privately owned, it represents a rare example of a royal home that could technically be sold or inherited directly. Its market value comes from the combination of historic importance, the size of the estate, and the scarcity of such large Scottish castles. Another high-value residence connected with the British royal family is Kensington Palace. While it is widely known and often open to tourists, parts of the palace serve as private homes for senior royals. Some apartments within the palace have been valued at more than $20 million, depending on their size and location within the complex. These apartments combine history with luxury, offering views of Kensington Gardens and direct access to royal grounds. The most famous of these has been Apartment 1A, which was renovated for the Prince and Princess of Wales. The renovation costs alone were reported in the millions, showing that even within an established palace, maintaining royal living standards comes at a steep price. If we move beyond the United Kingdom, we see other royal families owning or occupying residences of enormous value. The Royal Palace in Monaco, perched on a cliff above the Mediterranean, is one of the most photographed in Europe. It has served as the official residence of the Grimaldi family for centuries. Its value is difficult to measure precisely because of its unique location and historical significance, but estimates often place it above $40 million. The palace includes ceremonial rooms decorated with Renaissance frescoes, as well as private apartments for the reigning Prince Albert II and his family. Its position overlooking the harbor makes it one of the most iconic royal residences in the world. In the Middle East, royal homes can reach even higher valuations. Palaces in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Qatar are famous for their modern luxury combined with traditional architecture. Some of these estates have been valued in the range of $50 to $70 million. They feature extensive gardens, marble interiors, private mosques, and guest wings capable of hosting hundreds of visitors. Unlike European palaces, many of these were constructed in recent decades, reflecting oil wealth and rapid urban development. Their scale is enormous, often including private beaches and access to exclusive islands. The Al Nahyan family of Abu Dhabi and the Al Thani family of Qatar are known for commissioning properties of this kind, which serve as both residences and symbols of national power. Another property that highlights the upper end of royal spending is a French Riviera estate linked to King Salman of Saudi Arabia. In 2015, reports emerged of his stay at a villa near Cannes, estimated to be worth tens of millions. Villas in that area regularly sell for between $50 and $80 million, depending on location and amenities. King Salman's visit caused a stir because of the large entourage and the temporary closure of a public beach near the property. While that particular villa may not have been a permanent residence, it demonstrates the scale of accommodation that some royals use even for holidays. In Spain, Zarzuela Palace in Madrid serves as the official residence of the Spanish royal family. Although it is less famous internationally than Buckingham or Monaco, its size and location make it valuable. Estimates place its worth at several tens of millions, especially when the surrounding grounds are considered. Unlike Buckingham, it is not used for large public ceremonies, which gives it more of the character of a family home, albeit on a grand scale. As we move closer to the $80 million figure, one of the standout examples comes again from the British royals. A mansion purchased by David and Victoria Beckham, while they are not royals, set records in Miami with a price tag around that range. Comparing this to royal properties helps show how global wealth overlaps between celebrity and aristocracy. But among actual royals, figures around 80 million usually apply to unique estates with heritage, vast land, or prime locations in international capitals. In some cases, the value of royal homes is driven not just by size or location, but by their role in world politics and history. For example, the palaces of Jordan's royal family may not reach the same financial figures as Gulf estates, but their cultural importance makes them priceless. Similarly, Sweden's Drottningholm Palace, the private residence of the Swedish royal family, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its financial valuation might place it within the tens of millions, but as a heritage site, it cannot simply be compared with ordinary luxury properties. What makes these properties so valuable is not only their size and luxury, but also their heritage. A palace like Balmoral combines acres of private land with historic architecture, making it irreplaceable. Monaco's palace has stood for centuries and overlooks one of the wealthiest city-states in the world. Villas in the Gulf states may be newer, but they represent the concentrated wealth of ruling families who commission architects to build on a scale that rivals entire hotels. These estates often have unique features such as private marinas, air-conditioned stables, and underground tunnels for staff and security. There are also challenges that come with such properties. Maintenance costs are enormous. Renovating a palace can take years and cost hundreds of millions. Buckingham Palace itself is undergoing a 10-year refurbishment program estimated at more than £500 million. Security is another issue. Royal homes require round-the-clock protection, surveillance systems, and staff, adding to the overall cost of ownership. These are not homes that can simply be left unattended. Public opinion is another factor. When royals live in homes worth tens of millions, questions are often raised about funding, taxes, and the role of monarchy in modern society. For example, the renovation of Frogmore Cottage for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle sparked debate over public money, even though they later repaid the costs. Large-scale refurbishments of official residences can attract scrutiny, especially during times of economic difficulty. Monarchies often face a balancing act between tradition and the expectations of modern taxpayers. Despite these controversies, royal homes continue to fascinate the public. They represent history, tradition, and continuity. They are backdrops for national ceremonies, weddings, and state visits. At the same time, they are also private spaces where families live, raise children, and relax. This dual role makes them unique compared to luxury homes owned by private individuals. From a $1 symbolic lease on a small cottage to $80 million palaces on the Riviera, the spectrum of royal residences is enormous. The contrast is what makes the subject so compelling. On one end are simple homes that could almost pass for ordinary houses. On the other are vast estates that stand as symbols of nations and dynasties. It is clear that royal homes are more than just bricks and mortar. They are statements of history, wealth, and identity. Whether it is a modest country house or a record-breaking palace, each property tells a story about the people who live there and the institutions they represent. The $80 million mark is a useful milestone, but many royal residences go far beyond that in symbolic and cultural value. They are not just places to live, but parts of national heritage, shaping how people around the world imagine monarchy itself.